But it's okay. We're not even worried about him. I really want to fight Shakur.
No, we need that Haney fight too, though.
No, I know. That's always going to be there, though. But that's who I want to fight. I want to go from Barrios to Shakur.
Oh, like straight to it.
Yeah.
What 47?
44.
You're making 44.
I'll make a whole division called 44. Me and Shakur.
44.
He said he'd do it.
No rehydration. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a huge fight too.
Yeah, and I know he's confident, so let's run it.
Core at 44. What do you think?
I love the fight. I think that's perfect. I think it'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked. Either way, he don't stand a chance.
But I do have Shakur beating him, though. I do have you beating him.
Yo,
Gap right back in that mouth. I'll have you looking like a saber gap tooth tiger. Oh my God, I'll do you dirty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, if I have though. Oh my, here we go. Hey, not the same fighter. Hey, not the same fighter. Not the same. Hey, when I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say? When I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say?
Ryan Garcia is confidently calling out Shakur Stevenson, insisting that he has the speed to match Shakur and the skills to deal with him inside the ring. Garcia clearly believes Shakur's quickness won't give him an advantage and is ready to prove it if the two ever meet.
They're gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah blah blah, all this.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole. Because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has. I do. He knows it. We fought in the amateurs. I beat you. Don't even play around. You know I did. They robbed me because of, you know, your coach was doing something with that girl at the USA boxing. Don't think I don't know that. I know this shit. And talking about shit, you shit your pants at the Junior Golden Gloves and we...
Shakur Stevenson has responded with confidence, making it clear that he is willing to fight Ryan Garcia and believes he can control the matchup no matter which version of Garcia shows up on fight night. Stevenson is convinced that his skills will be enough to dominate Garcia in the ring.
Voted against him. That's crazy.
His mother was a judge in our fight, but she had like influence on like the judging of the fight.
What about him saying that he thought that you think he really won the fight? How close was that fight?
It was an easy fight. It was not a hard fight. He's lying.
All right. Yeah. So Shakur Stevenson accepts your challenge, Ryan Garcia at 144. Yeah. Coppinger says he can't make 44 anyway.
I'll be at his fight. Tell him talk that shit.
Shakur Stevenson makes it clear that Ryan Garcia needs to understand he is facing a completely different challenge, stressing that he is not Devin Haney and should not be taken lightly in the ring.
Spawns, I heard this before. I heard this. Tio said he was going to do a lot of things to me. He said he was going to knock me out. It sounds good, but Ryan Garcia got to understand one thing that's very important. I'm not Devin Haney. Mm-hmm. I'm not Devin Haney.
How are you different than Devin Haney?
With all due respect to Devin Haney, he got his game, but my game is at a higher level. My defense is way better. I could stand there in front of guys and defend myself. And I don't think Devin Haney has the type of defense I got that.
I totally agree with you on that. Where's my camera? I totally agree with him on that. And I like that.
And he's a hell of a fighter.
He's a good fighter, but he's not you. He's not you.
I agree.
He's not you. Is that a fight you want against him, or do you believe that there should be bigger fights on the horizon for you than a Devin Haney fight?
No, I think the Devin Haney fight is...
Shakur Stevenson says he is fully willing to fight Ryan Garcia at 143 pounds, making it clear that as long as Ryan makes the agreed contract weight, he can weigh as much as 190 pounds on fight night, and Shakur would still take the challenge.
Shakur, and I thought, wait a second, like the Haney fight is like the one that makes the most sense. Like it's a huge fight. There's built-in bad blood there. You felt like you got screwed in that whole situation. You want it back. Why is Shakur taking like the top now instead of a Haney rematch?
I just think that I'm one of those guys that I will just beat him, and I just think that everybody thinks he's just some savant in the ring, and I'm just here to take that away. That's pretty much what it is. They thought Devin Haney was the same way. He's unbeatable. That's what Eddie Hearn said, right? and then when I beat his ass. Same thing with Shakur. I know people are saying he's pound for pound, this and that, but I don't see it. He gonna have to prove it. I beat him in the amateurs. I'll beat him again, and I will hurt him. You don't understand me? Like, I will humble him in ways that he's never been humbled before.
Shakur Stevenson confidently says that whether he faces Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, both fighters will have a tough night and eventually realize that he is the better fighter.
Reasonable, because he's big as hell. Like, that walking around 180. I'm walking around, I ain't gonna tell y'all my weight, but I'm walking around not too far from my weight. So he big as hell. So truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it gotta be at a reasonable weight. And I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing.
During a heated live exchange, Shakur Stevenson gets under Ryan Garcia's skin by bringing up Rolando Romero and making it clear that he believes nobody can beat him once they step inside the ring.
Rather fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney?
I would rather fight either or. I think any of these guys get in front of me, they got a lot to deal with.
Who are you here with? Are these people? Who's your manager? I know you got your brother.
My manager is Jay Prince. He not here.
Jay Prince is not here. Let me tell you something right now. I don't like your answers because I want you to get paid. Okay, your Devin Haney's not going to get you paid.
You don't think so?
No.
Why don't you think that?
Because, look.
He's a big name. I'm a big name.
He's not that. Look,
everybody wants to see that fight.
Let me be respectful because I like David.
Henry Garcia explains that their immediate attention is still on Mario Barrios, but he makes it clear that Shakur Stevenson remains on their radar and could be the next major target once they handle their current business.
I was there.
Hey, no, when I put a beat on you. I'm talking about you. You got no power. You got no power.
And you lost. And you still scared him to this day.
No. You, bro, I'm gonna knock that gap right back in your mouth. I'm gonna knock that gap into your mouth again. Hey, you fixed the teeth. You fixed the teeth. But I'm gonna knock that right back in. I'm gonna put bam.
It's Shakur's time right now.
Well, hold on, Shakur. How do you answer to those who say you have to have a certain amount of power to keep the elite fighters off you? Because Ryan's saying you don't hit hard enough to keep elite fighters off you. What do you say to that?
I will be Ryan, I will be Tio, I'll be Devin, I'll be all these guys, bro. All these guys are good fighters. I don't take none away from them, but they can't.
Henry Garcia says he has reunited with his son and is impressed by the change he sees, praising Ryan's renewed energy, stronger discipline, and growing confidence as he prepares for what comes next.
Focused with, Mario Barrios. So anything after that, I could give you my input on there, but we are looking forward to other fights, and he's definitely on our list.
Yeah,
definitely.
What type of training has this been? Because I know it's been a little animosity because of the Joe Goosen going over and working with. Has this changed the element of how you guys been training? Because it's a little personal. So can you describe a little bit how everything's been?
It's personal for him and Ryan, because he used to train Ryan and all that. With me, I was his assistant, so I worked with Joe. But hey, like he told me before, he's done this before. He's done this with other fighters, and I mentioned that it could be an ego thing. It could be something that he just wants to prove. He could do whatever he wants. That's up to him.
Shakur Stevenson has turned up the heat on Ryan Garcia, confidently warning that he plans to beat him badly and reminding fans that he said it first. After Garcia called him out, Shakur welcomed the challenge, saying he wants the fight made so he can prove what separates him from Ryan, while also making it clear that Veda testing must be part of the deal. Shakur later agreed to a 144-pound fight and told Ryan he would attend his upcoming bout, adding even more fuel to their growing rivalry. Garcia, meanwhile, has criticized Shakur's attitude outside the ring, calling him arrogant and saying there is little to respect about his personality despite the praise he receives for his boxing ability. Ryan also points to their amateur days, remembering a time when he felt he got the better of Shakur with his speed and skills. That past experience has only increased Garcia's confidence, and he now wants the opportunity to settle the debate professionally and prove who is truly the superior fighter. He insists his comments are not personal, but are based on the way he believes Shakur carries himself outside of competition.
noise around Ryan about Shakur, and he's saying 144. Do you like that fight?
That's another fight that we anticipate. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, something that we fought him in the amateurs too, you know. So of course, you know, Ryan wants that back because we feel that we got robbed in the amateurs, and we know it, you know. And I know it personally, so because I was in his corner. So yeah, that'd be a good fight to take.
Shakur Stevenson put on an extremely polished performance against Teofimo Lopez, giving critics very little to point at from start to finish. His timing, discipline, movement, and game plan were all on point, with every decision appearing deliberate and well calculated. Even in a great victory, fighters usually leave behind some mistake or weakness to discuss, but Shakur gave fans almost nothing to criticize. His performance was so complete that it made it difficult for doubters to find an opening. Devin Haney, meanwhile, showed plenty of quality against Brian Norman Jr., especially in the early stages when the fight suddenly changed direction. Dropping the champion in the second round created major excitement and made it look like Haney could be heading toward a dominant finish. However, that early momentum did not continue at the same level, and the fight became more measured as the rounds went on. The knockdown was impressive, but Haney's performance afterward was controlled rather than explosive.
Like too ticked off too many people, but he does talk like really arrogant shit. And he is a little bit like that in person, you know, ever since amateurs just walking around like, you know, his shit don't sting, and it pisses me off. Like, I was in Vegas one day talking to his friend Keyshawn. We were having a great time, great conversation. I simply said, "Hey, yo, Shakur, come over, blah, blah, blah." He goes, and just looks at me and goes, "Nah, you gotta come over here." Like some arrogant shit. I'm like, bro, what is that? We're all just trying to, you know, figure it out. You know, it's just like, you don't gotta act like that, bro. Honestly, he didn't fight good at all. He was scared. He didn't fight. It's so biased. That commentary is disgusting. If Shakur don't throw a lot of punches, he's controlling the fight. If somebody else don't throw a lot of punches, it's, oh man, he's reluctant. Oh, he's hesitant. It's just so biased. Like, I can't even watch ESPN fights no more. I really can't.
The contrast between Haney and Stevenson becomes even more noticeable when you look at how consistently they performed from beginning to end. Haney started his fight with strong energy and created plenty of excitement, but that momentum faded as the rounds progressed and the action became more controlled. Stevenson maintained his focus, pressure, timing, and smart decision-making throughout the entire fight, giving Lopez very few chances to change the flow. His accuracy and control were so strong that some even believed a stoppage could come if he kept fighting at that pace. Lopez struggled to find answers while Stevenson controlled the distance, tempo, and timing. Now Stevenson is turning his attention toward Ryan Garcia, confidently suggesting that Ryan could face the same kind of dominance. With potential matchups and rivalries continuing to fuel boxing discussions, Shakur's recent performances are making a strong case that he is currently operating among the best in the sport.
Shakur Stevenson, his performance with Tio, I really had no real critique for him. That's how flawless the man operated. Pause. Right? I really could, like, I can't tell you the last time, like, because normally, even if a fighter wins, there's like a little something like, oh, you know, like, even, I'm not trying to throw anyone on the bus, but let's say Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney started off very strong with Brian Norman, and then the performance kind of fizzled out. You did what you did, and you convincingly beat a champion in Brian Norman that some people thought he would be able to knock you out. You dropped him in the second round, had a stanky leg in. So that part was good. But I feel like it didn't really crescendo after you drew first blood and hurt Brian Norman in that second.
Wesley Plemons believes Shakur Stevenson would be an extremely difficult opponent for Ryan Garcia, especially because Shakur has the tools to create problems across several weight classes, including 135, 140, and potentially 147 pounds. While it is still unclear whether Shakur will eventually move all the way up to welterweight, Plemons expects that could happen down the road. He points to Shakur's lead hand as one of his biggest strengths, calling it one of the most technically advanced in boxing today and suggesting only Oleksandr Usyk may have a similar weapon. Ryan has a dangerous lead hook, but Shakur's jab brings something completely different. It is accurate, smart, and effective for more than just starting combinations because Shakur also uses it to manage distance and stay defensively responsible. Plemons saw this clearly against Teofimo Lopez, who struggled to deal with Shakur's jab and repeatedly took clean shots. Ryan may have limited ways to disrupt that weapon, with a looping left hook over the top being one possible option, although even that would come with plenty of risk.
According to Ryan Garcia, for some reason he's saying that Shakur pooped his pants. And this is not the first time that he said that. So I don't know what's up with that. He says Edgar Berlanga, boxer out of Brooklyn, was in the amateur circuit at the same time. So he was like, ask him, he knows. So what do we know? Ryan wants to fight against Shakur after the Barrios fight. Right? Now, I gotta keep it real, like I always do on my channel. Shakur, I don't have a problem with his overall response. What I do have a problem with is he says, Ryan, fight me at 144, which is a cap.
Despite the matchup concerns, Clemens says he would still be interested in seeing Shakur Stevenson face Ryan Garcia if Ryan had already beaten Mario Barrios. He believes Shakur is currently operating at such a high level that he would be favored against most fighters. At the same time, Clemens points out that Ryan often seems more comfortable when he enters a fight as the underdog because there is less pressure on him to deliver a certain result. Against elite champions like Devin Haney or Shakur, Ryan can focus on fighting without carrying the same expectations that come with being the favorite. On the other hand, when Ryan is heavily expected to win, that pressure can sometimes affect his performance. Clemens notes that being favored against opponents like Barrios creates a different situation than facing proven champions, and Ryan's underdog mindset could actually benefit him in those major fights by allowing him to concentrate on his game plan instead of outside expectations.
Ryan versus Shakur's just a tough matchup for everybody. At 135, at 140, and some of the guys at 147, which I don't know if Shakur's ever going to go. I mean, he will, I think, at some point go to 147, but he's a tough matchup. The most educated lead hand right now, I think, in boxing. Maybe Usyk and him have the best lead hand in boxing. I mean, Ryan has a good lead hook, but Shakur's jab, the way he uses it to set up offense, the way he uses it to keep defense, the way he uses it to keep range. And yes, part of that was Teofimo not having his hands up at all, just keep getting peppered by the same thing. But damn, I don't know what Ryan does that neutralizes it. Besides trying to come around the back door with the left hook over the top of it. But even then, we're talking about a looping punch getting there before a straight one. And I don't know if that's going to happen. I'd watch the fight, though. Don't get me wrong. Ryan, if he should beat Mario Barrios, yeah, of course I'd watch him fight Shakur. I just think Shakur's too good for everybody.
Tiger Johnson shared an update on the upcoming WBC welterweight matchup, revealing that Devin Haney will no longer be part of the broadcast team as originally expected. Instead, Shakur Stevenson will join the commentary, giving viewers a unique perspective because of his experience training and sparring with elite fighters. Much of the attention will be on Ryan Garcia, who enters the fight with 24 wins, 2 losses, and no draws, including 20 victories by knockout, while suffering just 1 stoppage loss. Across the ring will be Mario Barrios, the WBC welterweight champion from Mexico, who owns a record of 29 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, with 18 knockouts. There is also an interesting connection between the two fighters. Both Garcia and Barrios have suffered the only knockout losses of their careers against Gervonta Davis, adding another intriguing storyline to their matchup.
I just love something about fighting so many people don't think I'm gonna beat. It's like that Devin Haney effect.
Right.
It's like, you really think I'm not gonna beat this?
You're like a 9-1 underdog.
I think, and this is what now I'm realizing, Ryan's mentality is he loves to be an underdog because there's no pressure. There's pressure on Ryan when he is favored. There's pressure on him when a lot of people want and think he will win. When he fights a Devin Haney, when he fights a Shakur, when he fights guys that are already, multiple division world champions, he's looked at as the underdog. There's no pressure there. He can just go in and fight freely. But when he is the overwhelming favorite, when he has to put it on the line, when he's got the pressure, things flip a little bit. That's what I'm seeing.
Obviously, you're a big favorite against Rolly, and you're a big favorite again against Barrios.
Am I a favorite?
You are a big favorite, but it's a different thing, right? A lot of people in boxing are trying to say, oh...
They respect Barrios.
Yeah, they respect Barrios, and they're saying, well, maybe Ryan, if he's not taking...
Just on Rolly. Yeah, respect Barrios. Fuck Rolly.
If Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios, the current plan is to build a King of the Ring event around a highly anticipated main event between Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. The proposed co-main event would see Devin Haney take on Keyshawn Davis, while Rolando Romero would face Conor Benn in another major matchup. However, everything depends on the result of Garcia's fight with Barrios. A loss for Ryan would completely change those plans, with the focus potentially shifting toward a unification fight between Devin Haney and Mario Barrios instead. That makes the upcoming showdown important far beyond just Garcia and Barrios, as the result could reshape several major matchups and the direction of the welterweight division. With so much riding on the outcome, Johnson believes the boxing world will be watching closely to see what happens next.
Stevenson is going to be part of this color commentary for tomorrow's WBC welterweight showdown between the guy he's talking about fighting every single day and the guy's talking about fighting him every single day in King Ryan Garcia, who is 24 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout. One time in his career he's knocked out, as he's going to take on Mario Barrios, the WBC Mexican star welterweight world champion, who is 29 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 18 wins by way of knockout. He too was knocked out one time in his career. Oddly enough, Mario Barrios' only knockout in his career was to Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia only knockout in his career was to Gervonta Tank Davis. Just take that into consideration for which.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us again for the next one.